Hey guys, Nomad here. I know I sound mopey. I am a little bit, but I think it's just because the first night here at the halfway house, I didn't get no sleep because I was just kind of very anxious. And then last night I got better sleep, but I think tonight I really need to get some sleep. So tonight I'm planning on recording this. It's like 8 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna record this and then I'm gonna go to bed. Um, so what happened today? I mean, these are video journals, so I suppose I'll start with that. I woke up and I was actually in an okay mood, but one stressor kind of happened today, and that was my boss that hired me before all this stuff happened, where it landed me in the halfway house and the mental hospital and stuff. I had worked there for a couple days. It was at an antique mall. I just started. I worked there for maybe a week, and then all this happened, and he has since said that he doesn't want me to come back, which is fine. I mean, the shitty part is technically that's discrimination because I have a doctor's note. But I only worked there for a week. I'm not going to hold it against him too hard. But he did reach out to me today and was talking to me because I had asked, can I still get my pay? Because I did earn some money there. But I wasn't on paper as an employee yet. So I wasn't sure if he was going to pay me. And he said yes. But then he kind of opened up and was saying why he doesn't want me to come back and he has no hard feelings against me and stuff. But he used a word that really triggered me because it ticked me the fuck off. Because I'm a guy that has mental problems. And I have struggled my whole life with them. And all I want to do is get out of my head half the time. And he used the word relapse, which could be in reference to behavior. Like he's saying I relapsed into old behavior, but I really don't think that many people use that word that way. And I have had countless opportunities in my life to try or even do regularly hard drugs, things that are chemically addictive that word would apply to. Relapse, falling back into your addiction. I have had countless opportunities in my life to even try meth, coke, all this stuff that for somebody like me may have helped temporarily. And I have always said no. I have never touched a chemically addictive substance other than nicotine and caffeine. I don't like addictive drugs. I haven't even tried them. I wouldn't know if I like them. And that's the way we're going to keep it. So for him to say that to me and make that assumption that my bipolar episode that landed me in the mental hospital was caused by drugs really ticked me off, dude. I was angry. And I kind of blew him up back and countered every point he made about why he doesn't want me to work there. Because at the end of the day, it's because he thinks I'm a druggie, is what I think. I keep checking myself in my head and saying, nah, dude, you don't know that that's what he meant. You're not sure, but that's what people think of me because I go crazy off bipolar. They think I'm some meth addict or something. And there's nothing wrong with people that do drugs. I want to make that clear. I understand the desire, and I understand how slippery of a slope it is. But for me personally, it's a point of pride that I've never even touched that stuff because I know how dangerous it is. I'm not an idiot. And I'm not saying everybody who has touched that is idiots, but you got to be real not thinking to even touch that shit. I've had meth smoked right in front of me. Walked away. I said, whoa, I didn't know you guys were into that. And I left. My old boss at this sewer company that I worked at, he did coke. He offered it to me probably a dozen times. I said no every time. I have enough energy normally without any of those. Why the hell do I need that stuff? And for him to say that really offended me, and I got upset. And I blew him up and I sent voice messages, and then I deleted the voice messages because I'm just like, I'm not going to get in a fight with him. Who am I to explain myself to this guy? But it's like, and some of the points he made, he literally, when he hired me, was saying the opposite thing. Like, I had landed a date and I went to set it up, and I just took off that day. And he had said when he hired me, if I have engagements and things I want to do, I'm allowed to take days off. It was going to be a flexible position, so I didn't think nothing of it. I just told him, hey, man, I'm not coming in today. I'm going to take off because I have a date tonight, and I want to be well rested and ready to go. And then he tried to use that against me as one of the reasons he's not having me come back. And all I can say is it's his loss. It's his loss. I would have been a great fit for that job, and I would have done a great job for him. So, then the other thing that happened today that was actually a positive, which made me feel a little better, but now I am just so tired because I was crying and stuff. There was a musical kind of thing, a charity event out at this library in Appleton, Wisconsin, and my foster dad had invited me to go. And I have 4-hour passes from this halfway house thing that I'm allowed to leave for 4 hours at a time. So I agreed to go, and I went with him. And it was very fun. Well, not fun, it was very interesting, I should say, because I was just sitting still watching someone else do something, so it's not a ton of fun, but it was interesting. And the charity was Aaron's Heart of Gold, I believe is the name of the charity, and it's named after the lady's son who passed away from a heart condition, and they use the resources and donations and these performances to help homeless people and people that are dealing with trauma. I'm guessing victims of abuse, just different people that need a helping hand because of their trauma. And I have a lot of trauma. So their stories on stage really resonated with me, and there were some singing numbers, and it was pretty cool. It's I wish I had the courage to go and talk to them. But in person, I talk real smooth on here, but in person I'm very awkward and I'm shy, and since this whole manic thing, I've had such bad anxiety even talking to anybody. I think I got even more trauma from some of the things that happened during this last manic episode. And it's so hard for me, dude. I start talking to people that are important people I have to talk to, and I say one thing that just triggers me, and then I start crying. And I don't know, maybe it's the new meds I'm on, the lithium and Abilify. Maybe it's just because I'm running low on sleep here. But I've been bawling my eyes out. I don't really know. I'm usually not a crier, but I look at it, it's healthier than bottling all this shit up. You guys actually probably noticed I was almost tearing up in the last video. I don't know what the hell's up with the crying, but oh well. Maybe it's just because I'm lonely. I don't know. And I feel misunderstood when people like my former boss get upset with me and then say some shit like, you must have relapsed, when I've never even touched hard drugs. And that was just offensive to me. Because I didn't say or do anything in his business that was offensive or detrimental or anything like that. Not to my knowledge. So I don't really understand. And that's a big problem in my life, is misunderstanding. I don't really understand how other people think, and I seem to be the only person I've ever met that's totally honest and as blunt as I am. I literally will just tell you what's on my mind. Even if it comes out, I don't think about how you're going to take it. I just talk. And then people take it the wrong way and don't tell me how they're taking it. And I can't read the signs. I can't see. I can't read it on their face that they're bothered. Or maybe they weren't even bothered and then something else happens and then they decide that that was weird because XYZ assumption in their head. I don't know. Today's kind of a bitchy, whiny video. It's okay. It's who I am. Can't always be positive because my life has been hard and I don't want to give up, but sometimes it's so tough to keep trucking on because I'm waiting for something to happen and nothing is happening when I want it to. And I just want to be a force for good in the world, but how the fuck can I do that when I am so broken I can't even hold a conversation with someone important that could steer me in that direction? I've tried reaching out to the Be Here Now network, which is Ram Dass's foundation. I got one reply once, but I know they're busy guys. I'm not expecting a reply, but it's like everywhere I turn that I could maybe fix myself by helping other people, I'm not given opportunities, and I don't know. I understand that, like, there are opportunities around Green Bay. Like, I could go to the homeless shelter and feed people. I want to do more good than that. You know? I get it, that's something that I could do that could help people, but, I mean, they have servers there every night. I know because I stayed there. But what can I do? What organization will allow me the chance and also support me so I can do some good in the world? Because I know when I help other people, I feel better about myself. But I have no friends. Who can I help? My family doesn't need anything from me. They think I'm incapable of helping them or something. I don't fucking know. But I also hate helping on my own. I mean, you know, me just going and cleaning a family member's house and not having anybody to talk to, it's messed up to say, but that doesn't really make me feel good. I want the human connection help, where we both hear each other and we learn something from each other, because helping you should help me. But it seems like everybody's walls are just way up, and I don't know what God wants me to do. So I guess I'll wait. Patience is a virtue. But I need to get to bed, guys. So, Nomad signing off. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.